Osia, what's up, beautiful souls? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mamina. You can call me Mina for short, or Divine Starseed. This is a star family channeled message, and I'm bringing them back to my channel, but I'm doing this one really special for you guys because it is a collaboration with Celeste Simone Tarot. So make sure that if you're watching me first, you head over to her, get an extended message to your reading, or if you're coming to me from her, you are appreciated and welcome. Thank you for being here. There are 3 options to choose from with me. We have the throat chakra energy, and there's already a channeled vibration to this. We also have a topic card back here, so maybe you resonate with the back of the tarot, the stone, or the card. We have the heart chakra. Same thing applies. A channel message is coming in for that. We have an option between these here. And we have the solar plexus for number 3. So 1, 2, and 3. You may also resonate with the numbers of the timestamps in the description. So I recommend that you close your eyes. Inhale slowly for the count of 3. Hold it for 3 and then slowly release it for 3. Do this as many times as you feel you have to until you feel grounded and centered, and then make your option, and I will see you at your pile. All right, pile 1, you chose the throat chakra. The pre-channeled energy for your reading is focused on that. Focus and communication. Okay, probably how to communicate your feelings and thoughts. And we have number 19, the female principle. Masculines don't go nowhere, because this involves you too. This is Vega energy, the past. So you have an idea of the star family that's communicating with you right now in the lesson they want to teach. We have the number 19. 19 is also the 10. So those numbers are significant, okay, to your message. Let's get into your reading. We're going to hop right on in and see what it is this energy is trying to communicate with you. How is helping your focus, what it wants you to focus on. We have 6 of Swords, Aquarius energy, communication. Communication is definitely associated with that energy as well. We have the 9 of Cups. There's that 9 again, 19, 9. And remember, the 1 9 is the 10. And we have, let's get one more before we go into detail. Ooh, okay. 5 of Wands. Air, water, fire out here right now. You may resonate with Pisces energy, Aquarius energy, or Leo. I'm also picking up some Gemini vibes here and a little bit of Libra. Actually, a lot of Libra. Picking up a lot of Libra. Okay. This is the zodiac vibration of your reading. It can be in your chart. It doesn't have to be. All the zodiacs play a part in your life and in your chart. They help to govern things. With this female principle that I see here, this is about returning to the understanding of creation. And I want to explain this in a way where masculines, you too, can understand the bigger picture, okay? The feminine energy is known for going within itself, creating life. This is why in many cultures, including my own, will say that Father Sky, Mother Earth exists in the womb of space. And space is vast and endless. It is both the Omega and the Alpha. The Alpha is the physical representation. The Omega is all that surrounds it. So inside, be you a man, be you a woman, there's an energy that wants to be recognized. It wants to express itself, but it has to be learned and understood. And there are things in the past that block that. So for example, you know that the female divine energy taps into intuition and mysticism as well. You also know that the masculine principle tends to be the outward expression of that. So what this is telling me with the feminine principle is that there's some type of inward expression that's ready to reveal itself, but the reason it's cut off is because this energy, the feminine divine energy, isn't really being acknowledged or respected. And this is not limited to just, oh, you have to act a certain way. None of these energies are boiled down to just an act. Like, oh, to be feminine is to clean dishes or something, or gossip. Oh, to be masculine is to go pick up a shovel and work in the yard. And no. Those are traits that both sides can trade off on at any given moment. We're talking cosmic energy and what they represent. Okay, the feminine energy, the womb space, the masculine energy, the seed planter. Something wants to give birth to the energy within you and have you communicate it clearly, but it's being halted by something in your past that you need to move on from so that you can actually sit in your wish fulfillment, sit in your rewards. And this is showing a person in a meditative state. It's pretty much like saying you need to meditate on the energy that you're trying to move into. You're standing still in a vibration right now. This could be stagnation for many of you, or this could just be, you have a goal, but you keep reminding yourself of the problems that get in the way of the goal instead of focusing on the solutions. And this is what that is telling you. It is time to move on into the solution. So you may need to sit down and meditate on this, and that can be challenging for you. With this 5 of Wands, I'm picking up challenges. I'm also picking up opposing energies. So right now there are people or situations going on in your life that it doesn't match the vibration you want to be on, and that makes it even harder. That makes the struggle. It's like this feeling of being split in half here for somebody here that's channeling. It's like, I want to go in this direction, but I feel pull in that one, maybe like an obligation, and I don't know how to make it come together. So you don't know how to communicate what you want. You don't know how to sit firm in that and say, this is the fulfillment, because this is a fulfillment energy. This is the fulfillment that I wish to have. It may be challenging to obtain it, but I'm willing to do it regardless because my willpower outweighs the challenge. I want to create something here, and in order to create it, I have to have that inward knowledge. So this is what the feminine principle is channeling as for you. And in the past, it was neglected. However that may have been, okay? That could have been you neglecting some powerful part of yourself. That could have been you neglecting an idea. That could be you actually being neglectful of women in your life of importance. And I don't mean someone who argues with you. They have a certain title of like mom or grandmom or auntie, but they're not really that vibrationally. I'm talking about just sort of disregarding someone's feelings, someone's thoughts, and how they create, being so critical of it without taking time to understand it and realize that all things come from creation, and the feminine principle is creation. We're in a time period where there's this return back to that understanding, which doesn't put one above the other. It brings in the wholeness. It makes everyone a complete being again. No more feeling divided inside, which creates division amongst others. And again, that could be why this energy is here too. And there's this need to tap into some strong courage and willpower to stand up to these challenges. Let's go a little deeper before we get into the clarification cards. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. We got the Chariot. We got the Chariot. Talking about willpower, talking about moving forward, talking about a balance, a needing to make a decision, and then bam, here comes the energy, and it has Cancer associated with it, but I'm still picking up on that Pisces vibration as well very strongly. A lot of intuition, a lot of feeling responsible, feeling the need to care. I associate the Cancer energy, and I believe most of us associate the Cancer energy with the parent, right? So a lot of times the parent vibration comes with responsibility. I have a duty to do. I really wish to achieve so that I can do. And there's something blocking it. A part of that is you need to return to understanding the creation energy within yourself and giving it its proper dues. There's a lot of fortune that wants to come towards you, but it's not even wanting to come towards you. It's within you, honestly. That's why this meditation is happening here. It needs to be harnessed. And I keep picking up on this energy in the collective overall of needing to harness your abilities and your energy. And just having this like block that appears sometimes. We have the Two of Cups, Cancer energy again. Communication. You chose a stone that represents communication and focus. But I feel like this isn't just about you communicating with others. This is about you coming together with yourself. Remember what I said about that masculine energy opening up again to understanding the inward self. And then from that understanding, beginning to progress things outward. The creativity that becomes all of that color, all of that sound, all of that action that the masculine energy tends to take, it all stems from the womb space. What's trying to be born from you right now? What kind of care can you give to it? How can you nourish that part of yourself? For many of you, this is going to go all the way back to childhood. This is also telling you that it's time to dig deep, tap into some courage here, and be willing to stand up to the challenge. Become one with yourself again. The masculine, feminine energy, the yin, the yang, becoming one again. No duality, because you're now in non-duality. You're now in this state of union within yourself. And of course, as always, when we unify within ourselves and we allow the energies to connect us to our wish fulfillment and fortune, it opens the doorway and the path to connect to others. This could also be, a parent trying to communicate with their child, or a person trying to reconnect to like a mother energy or a mother archetype in their life. It doesn't have to be their biological mom. It could be an adoptive one, an aunt. It could be a sisterhood that you're trying to reconnect to. It could be a brother trying to understand his sister or his lady. It's all about this. How can I stop seeing how can I accept the uniqueness of the other, which is still a part of me, while also at the same time unifying with it and seeing how it comes together and collaborates. It's a very collaborative energy. Let's get one more and then we'll get into some clarifying cards. Ooh, child. This is brilliant. It's all about recognizing. This is all about recognizing. We have the Six of Wands here, right in front of that Five of Wands, the 6 and the 5, the 2, the balance. This is all about getting not only balanced within, but finding a way to make the environment around you, or moving into an environment with that Six of Swords that supports your vibration so that you can elevate. And it's involving you recognizing where the challenges stem from in your past. This could be, again, like issues with feminine energy, a masculine that's been through heartache with a lot of women in their life, or, not having a good connection. I'm feeling like it's mother wounds for the most part, not having a good relation with like a mother figure and or caretaker of some kind, and it just kept repeating itself. It wasn't healed the first time, so it kept happening, and now there's all this magic that wants to come from you inside, but it doesn't know how to express itself because the focus isn't centered right. There needs to be a realignment with focus here. You need to be moving forward, okay? Moving forward. And this is a major arcana of movement here. This is a major arcana of I'm going the distance. I'm conquering my challenges so that I can go forward and receive my victory. I acknowledge now what it is that I need to do so I can come home to myself, because the Six of Wands is also a coming home card. If the Six of Swords is the voyage, the Six of Wands is I'm home. And home doesn't have to be where you were born, where you grew up. It's where you feel like you belong. It's where you feel at home. And it could be more than one place. It doesn't have to be one space. But I feel like when it comes to inside you and your heart, that's something that goes with you everywhere. Your real home is you, and it goes with you everywhere, and you need to communicate with it. You need to connect and partner with it again. This is about someone also understanding their partner. This has also been a consistent message of like partners going through this challenge, and a lot of times they'll use kind of like, you know, and some of you can be in same-sex connections, but again, somebody always represents that feminine principle and someone always represents that masculine principle overall. But this, a lot of times in relationships between men and women, there's that excuse of, oh, well, women are just overly emotional. Okay, well, men are, you know, men can't understand and blah, blah, blah. But in reality, those are human excuses. That was purposely put in place to make conflict and challenges so that certain people could get away with doing really messed up things in society. And you are in a position, and you, at least within yourself and within your family or your relationship, to change that dynamic, to connect more. Okay, especially if you're a parent, it's like needing to heal your child wounds so that you do not pass them on to the younger generation in your family. And in order to do that, you have to be centered with fulfillment, with really feeling fulfilled within yourself. Because for a long time, somebody felt like the lone warrior here. Let's get into, we're going to actually use Celeste's deck here. Celeste Rose. Yeah, there's some youthful energy here. Somebody here has kids or is trying to heal themselves from a connection they had with their own parents. In order to do that, you have to come out of denial. You can't keep denying the past. You can't keep just running from it. You have to face it, go through it, conquer it. You can't keep denying the challenges in front of you. Okay, acting as if things are so hard to come into your life, acting like fortune, that Jupiter energy is so hard to achieve because, oh, things are just hard for you. No, it's not that. You have something that needs to be healed. And when you heal it, which you are fully capable of doing, it's going to be made right. You also can't just pass all of the blame onto the triggerer. For example, you can't just say, well, because my mother didn't do, because my father didn't do, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that may have played a part, but did you choose to prolong it? Did you choose to keep living in it? That's something you have to be honest with yourself about. Once again, sacral chakra, the orange, the energy in that creative space is blocked. The Six of Swords came out here with a lot of creative energy attached to it and a lot of shadow work as well. And it's like all of that's it's just being gooked up. It's not allowed to express. It's like it's backed up. It's the best way to describe this energy I'm feeling. It's like it's backed up. Some of you could be going through writer's block. It's time to grow. It's time to come out of denial and grow. Use the past as a growing tool and not something that you stay stuck in and not something that you use to define you. Tap back into that nourishing part of self with that feminine principle. It's like the mama bear energy. And then again, we have Cancer here. There's something about parenthood. There's something about family. There's something about needing to heal ancestor trauma, and your star family is telling you, we've been with you this whole time. You haven't went through a single challenge by yourself. We acknowledge you, but can you acknowledge yourself? Can you acknowledge your growth and let it continue? Can you rebel against the standard of before? Can you rebel against it? Can you go beyond that idea of I just have to be one way? Ooh. All the cards trying to talk to y'all. Hold on now. We ain't doing no deck. We just gonna stick to those three. Just those three. All right, let's get one more. Comment below if this message is resonating with you. Add your takeaways. Add what you feel from this message. It could help another. We have past life. The past. And that's a saxophone player. Saxophones were used very heavily in blues and jazz music. This energy that if, for a timeline, for a past life timeline, it would be around that time of jazz coming into development, of blues really taking off. A cultural experience. It is behind you, and regression. Okay? It's time to come out of denial, because all that does is set you backwards. I feel like this past life energy is actually channeling for your childhood in this incarnation, but also an adulthood from another lifetime where you couldn't fulfill those wishes, where once again it was like this disconnect took place between you and that feminine energy. So for those of you who might have issues with your parents, or if you're a male that has issues a lot of times with women, it stems from a past life that wasn't properly healed. This is the time to heal it and grow from it. This is a time to rebel against the normal standard of I'm just going to stay unhealed and I'm just going to act out from this place. No, instead, I'm going to be the person to break this curse, to break this bind. I'm no longer chained to this situation. I choose to be victorious over my challenges instead of playing with them. Sometimes being victorious over the challenge is not participating in it. Sometimes, you know, you got to go through the challenge a little bit and you have to actually experience it. And then other times it's like, imagine you see a fight breaks out, right? You ain't got nothing to do with that fight. You witnessed it. You seen what happened. You seen what triggered it. So you know the fake from the real, the phony and all that. But you can choose to go around it. There's all these open areas where you don't even have to go in the direction of it. And sometimes some people are so attached to their pain or their challenges in life that they'll go, oh, I gotta ride through it, obviously. Like, I have to participate. I gotta pick up a stick too and join it. And it's like, no, you don't. You can actually go around it. So if this is family trauma, if this is a pattern that you've been done wrong and you've picked up these bad habits. Bad habits are never actually you. And I don't mean that in the sense that you're not doing it. I mean, it's not a part of your natural makeup. But what will happen is people need excuses for bad behavior a lot of times. So what they'll say is, I'm this way because XYZ happened, so that's how I survived, so that's just my personality, I'm not changing for no one. But in reality, it's an adapted personality, or it's something that a person like indoctrinated into your system. Your star family is saying, that's not you. If you're mean to people for no reason, that's not you. If you go and you hide in a corner whenever things get challenging, that too is really not you. It's just a part of a survival mechanism that's now counterproductive. It really wasn't productive back then either, but it's what you thought you had to do. Just like if you grew up in a bad neighborhood, there's certain stuff that you do because you feel like, you know, you got to survive. Now you're in a better position, or you have the opportunity to be, but the past has to be let go of. Okay? You got to experience new things here. We have the number 24 with this card. Y'all know, take the numbers down to their single digits. The past is trying to communicate to you so that you can leave it behind and progress forward and experience new things. Let's get two more pile one and then we'll call it for you. We have self-awareness, personal realization, and prejudice. You see what I'm saying? Somebody here is in conflict with the feminine energy within themselves, or if it's like, again, it could be someone that's like, these bees, blah, 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 you know, or all women do, all men do, because even the all men do, it's a direct response to the feminine energy being disrespected. It's a direct response to feeling like they're never going to change. They're always going to be the same. James Brown said it's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a baby girl, right? So it's like, if you just stick to only seeing it's a man's world and you don't realize the value of the energy that birthed you into creation, this isn't a preaching. This is your cosmic family saying you need to unify. You need to break this idea that the other is weak, it's harmful, it's just an emotional basket case, when in reality it's the strongest energy. It's what helped you into being. And this is whether you're feminine or masculine. Somebody's denying that part of themselves. Maybe you're boiling it down to just basic stuff like how someone dresses or how someone talks or something like that. And that's just people's preferences. If, you know, for example, if a dude wants to wear a dress, he can wear a dress. Nobody cares. The people who care are wasting their time, right? He could be completely straight and want to wear a dress. He could be into other dudes and want to wear a dress. It really doesn't matter. That's just an action. That's just a later expression for an individual. We're talking about cosmic energy here, and somebody feeling like it's lesser than. Like they have to be in that outward expression energy all the time, but that outward expression it's not communicating very well because the focus isn't right. The focus isn't right because the inward knowledge, the tapping into the inner child, the inner feminine divine, it's not connected. There's a prejudice here. And someone needed the personal realization of that. And this is number 7. Chariot energy. Chariot energy is coming out as consciousness here. There has to be a self-awareness. There just has to be in order to heal. Ego-based actions, lifestyle change, indecision. 22. A lot of you drawn to this message, you may have masculines in your life that may need to hear this message. You may be a masculine that needed to hear this. You may be a person that put your so-called womanly whatever people might say, oh, that's just being a woman, that's just being, you know how they go like, oh, woman, oh, girl, oh, that. You might have allowed that to get to you so much that when you do creative things that are just normal, maybe you get a little emotional about them when they don't quite go the way you want to. You've allowed people to kind of dumb you down in that and make it seem like if you're too emotional, you're being a woman. This could be a man that needs to cry. This could be a man that needs to just feel, and he's not allowed to do that because he grew up hearing that's not what men do. We don't cry. We don't do none of that. It's a lot coming in at once, and I'm trying to catch the words and make the sentences make sense. They make sense as I see and hear them, but I want to make sure they make sense to y'all. It's like being a guy that's told you can't feel, that's what women do. It's like being a woman and you're told that your entire makeup is weak, when in reality, universes are born from it. You're connected to the omega, and the alpha can be the physical expression of it. And you're made to believe that if you're an alpha energy, that's just control. That's just power, and that's it. I'm going to tell y'all something because some of y'all don't know this, but that whole alpha wolf theory was bullshit. Okay? It was an absolute lie. Wolves in captivity act like that. Wolves that are a part of the wild in their natural habitat, or even when they have to adapt to new terrain, are not like that. And wolves have high respect for their feminine wolves. They also mate for life, and they're loyal to their packs. So even when they're a lone wolf, they still have this understanding of that design in nature because they're so in tuned in nature. Someone here might have had, and this could be triggering for some of y'all, so brace, but some of you might have had like either very verbal abusive when it came to maybe even treated bad by, again, a feminine energy in your family. It's somehow connected to parents, and your star family is saying it's up to you to heal this. It could be in your ancestry. It could be something that's just kind of sparked up here and there. It seems like a pattern that's never going to end, but you have the capability of ending it. It could be something that took place in a past life. You again have the capability to end this. I tell y'all all the time, sometimes when you have a past life, it is still connected to the family you're reborn into. Either you'll be your own ancestor at some point, or you were a friend to your ancestor. Maybe an energy that wanted to come in. Maybe somebody that was adopted and wanted to come back because it's like, I need to heal this. This isn't right. Something has to be healed here. I feel like a huge portion of your message is understanding how to move on from your past by being honest about the things within yourself that you're denying. You need to see the truth and move forward with that truth. And that's going to be a lifestyle change for a lot of you. And it's going to make you have to tame that ego a bit. Like that Leo energy that came out earlier. You have to like tame that Leo energy a bit here. It's not saying that you are a Leo, but even though that zodiac is actually associated with the lion and the lioness, when they're speaking to the lion portion of it, the masculine portion of it, sometimes they can get overly egotistical, like I'm better than everybody here. And the moment they're out on their own, they struggle a lot more than when they were a part of that pride. And that's why typically the male lion moves on from pride to pride, like mate with one, create a family there, go mate with another. That can be a toxic trait, and that trait came out of survival in nature, and humans have been mimicking that as a survival thing, but it's not really helping you survive anymore. It's tearing you down. And so something here needs to change. There's a lot of indecision because someone feels like they have to be loyal to one part, but at the same time there's this strong pull to move towards the other part. Like this is what being a man is, or this is what being a woman is, and you need to redefine those definitions here. The definitions you were taught, that's not it. Pile 1, I pray that resonated for you, that you were able to get the message that was meant for you to receive on how to connect to your higher self here. How to heal your past, especially if it's wounds, to the feminine side. How to be appreciative of it, be you man, woman, whatever you may want to identify as. You have to understand that energy contributes to the creation of all things. Just like the masculine energy contributes to the action that's taken in it. Both need respect. And if you can't respect both within yourself, you're not going to respect it when it appears in other people. And that means there are opportunities, there are fulfillments that you need to be making that's not happening because of that neglect. It's like a neglect of self due to being neglected in settings that are far more personal to you, like family. I mean, I said like family. They must be family oriented because I was trying to say friends. Pile 1, peace and blessings to you. May this help you resolve any issues that you have. What up, Pile 2? You chose the heart chakra. Your message, your pre-channeled topic, it's centered in on the heart's devotion. Okay, so that doesn't have to necessarily tie into like love per se, as far as a partnership with another person, but it does tie into just how your heart expresses its devotion. We have healing, crisis, and purging, Orion present. So this has to do with the present energy, and this is the star family helping you through it right now. You may feel connected to Orion, to that system. You may feel very connected to different beings that are associated with the Orion energy. Let's jump right on into your message. Healing, crisis, and purging. I feel like it's healing the crisis by purging. So whatever you're going through right now, especially if it's like an ailment of the heart, this is here to help. We have 2 of Cups. Already pulling out with that heart devotion. We have 9 of Cups. We'll get one more. And the King of Pentacles. Oh, Lord, Pile 2, listen. Listen. Loves. There's so much that's just waiting on you to see it and realize it. And what I mean is the healing that needs to take place within you, it's already activated. It's happening, and maybe in some areas you see it, you notice it, but in other areas it's missed. It's like you don't really notice it. You might be, again, this energy I've been picking this up for the collective for a very long time now, especially now that we're heading deeper into Virgo season and the Mercury retrograde. There's this need to really connect to the self. There's this need to really come into unity with the right people, with the right situations. And some of those people and some of those situations are like right up under your nose and you don't see it, but it's there. And they want you to understand you're purging whatever blocks that from your system. I feel like some of you need to clean your space. And when I say clean your space, I'm not just talking about tidying up. I mean, I want you to go in your closet, go, even if you got to go through old photos, and I want you to find anything that gives you a negative vibration. It gives you, it's just, the feeling is off. It doesn't matter how many times you wash that hoodie, it still holds the vibration of something bad. It's time to get rid of it. You've got to make space for this newness that's coming in. The door is open. The window is open. It's been open, and it's got the signs. It's waiting for you to read them. Some of you might be stargazing. Maybe sometimes you find yourself distracted and you're just looking up at the sky and you don't even know why. You're like, I'm just staring up there. I don't even know why I'm staring up there. You do inside. The deeper you knows, it's connecting. One, to your star family. Two, it's connecting to the fact that you can expand beyond the current limitations. There's a lot of pain that was on the heart for this pile for many of you here. Something was really stressing you out with matters of the heart. And you might have been questioning, why is it so hard for people to be devoted to you? Why is it so hard for people to give you the foundation that you seem to be so easy, or that you find a way to give to others? And that's because you were giving them to the wrong people, love. You were putting yourself in positions where the individuals that you were sometimes helping, the things that you were sometimes taking on and trying to handle, were fragmented, my love. You're not meant to fix that for someone. You've got a lot to heal within yourself. And there are connections that are going to be genuine. There are connections that'll help you build a stronger foundation, that'll protect you, that'll, I'm not just getting this like help to provide. It's more like help to support. It's more like show me. This is what I feel someone is saying, or someone that's coming into you is saying to you. It's like, join together with me, collaborate with me, and show me that you can make your dream a reality. I want to see the blueprint. I want to see your passion, and I'll support that. I'll back that. And it's a lot of eyes on this situation. Whatever you're going through, you've got a lot of, and this is making me think of sometimes, and angels have many forms. One of their forms that some people tend to see is when they're like all the moving eyes. And someone here might have been having dreams like that. You've been dreaming of like spirals and like a lot of eyes watching you, but there's no ill intent. However, when you wake up into the waking world, you feel like there's a lot of people watching you with ill intent. I feel like your guides, your star family, and the other energies they're collaborating with, they're like, listen, we got you. We want you to open your eyes and see the messages that we're sending you. We don't want you preoccupied with naysayers and low vibrational entities and etc. We want you to focus more on what we're trying to tell you, because we're going to help you purge what's necessary to really come into your own, to really get grounded. Someone had like a health scare or something with the heart, or someone had an issue with the heart. Again, collective reading, only take what resonates. I have to speak on what I'm channeling. No one's telling you not to go to your doctors. First of all, legally can't tell you that. But there is some healing through natural remedy. There is some healing through purging out of your life what's adding to the stress. Stress is a #1 killer. And there is something stressing y'all out that's got to go. And I feel like if you can't seem to pinpoint a person, it's an item in your house. It might have been something that someone gave you that you no longer talk to. They don't want you to just purge your space. They want you to purge your system. Eat different. Think different. Breathe better. Someone here is always shallow breathing because you're always go. Slow that down. Breathe better. They're communicating with you and they're bringing in the right connections. They're bringing in the right energy. This is about you connecting with those energies. Okay? We got 9 of Wands. You can do this. You might, again, somebody's been feeling like physically out of it, mentally out of it. Not, and sometimes just staring in space. Like, normally I would tell you guys, if you're just staring in space and like you can still hear people, that's right there, your star family trying to channel through, ask questions. expect the answers to come in many ways. But this feels really specific. This feels like someone staring up at the sky, whether it's day or night, staring up at the stars, and it's like something's telling you that answers are coming from there, and you're not quite sure what that energy is. And this is confirmation of what that energy is. It's them saying, we got you. We are supporting you. You're not alone in this. You don't have to feel alone in this. We're going to help bring in that foundation and support. This is someone in a strong connection. Somebody here is a few of you here are married, and the partner you're married to, that is a strong connection. You do genuinely support each other, but sometimes you might be, sometimes you might not let that person know everything you're going through. You might try to be the resilient one, the one that can just bear it on your own. And that partner is there to help you. That partner can handle it. That's what they're saying. That partner can handle it. We watch over you, and we watch over them, and we watch over your connection. You don't have to be resilient alone. You're not alone. You can call on us for help, but please be open to the symbols and the signs that we're giving you. And when we give them to you, it's going to be your job to act upon them with that 9 of Cups. It's going to be your job to fulfill the mission. I would not be shocked if you guys are resonating. We have the Death card. There's a strong transformation happening in your life to make that fulfillment possible. I feel like somebody has went through some type of health scare, or they went through some type of dramatic change in their life that's just giving a whole new perspective to where you could be. And look at all these, like, look at the guardian angels around her. And I'm seeing more than what's on the card. I'm seeing like all of these celestial beings just surrounding someone, sending them all this healing and this love, and then showing you what in your physical world might need to be rearranged in order for you to facilitate that energy properly. There's a big transformation happening here. All of that work is not in vain right now. They just want you to know the right connections are going to back you. Go in your closet and remove clothing. And listen, I know people go, oh, we'll wash your clothes. Oh, we'll sage them. Oh, we'll do this. No. You got to get rid of it. If you don't put that thing through 20 washes and it still holds a vibration, every time you wear it, you feel sick. It's not the first time I've had to say this to the collective that watches me. Somebody got to get rid of clothes that might have been given to them by an ex or a relative or friend that didn't mean no good. Maybe it came from, you know, another location, and it's worn out. It's welcome. You know what I mean? Like it served its purpose at the time. It kept you warm then. Now it's time to move on and get something new. There could be actual photos that you might be keeping. Sometimes you can keep photos of past people and it's no problem, but it really depends on what it is. If you know, it really depends. And sometimes you might have to take and put them in a box that's blessed and sealed, and you put it away. You don't really mess with it, right? Sometimes you can do that, but for others you might have actual pictures of things you just need to get rid of, like maybe there are periods in your life. Be mindful with that, because again, when it comes to pictures, those are tied to memories and so on and so forth. But I just feel like somebody doesn't really want to keep something. They're only keeping it because it's like, I kind of feel obligated because I was in the photo, or because this person was in the photo. I am the queen of cutting people out of pictures. Let me tell let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you. If I ain't meant to keep the other people in the photo, but like my mom's in it or something like that, I will cut her portion out and ta-ta and toodaloo to the darling to the other people, okay? It's just what it is. But for others, maybe you just need to make a blessed box that you lock them up in, and you put them somewhere safe. You really don't have to worry about it after that. It's just it's out. It's like on your wall. It's in your vicinity. Look at this renewal energy coming in here. A lot of water. This energy of renewal. After going through a period of lack, after going through a period of feeling lost, stuck, now you're coming into a period of joy. We got at the bottom of the deck the 7 of Cups What are you projecting out right now? Yes, there are options, but those options, the view of them are pretty much gonna show themselves and become identified by what you project and perceive them as. So it's best for your perception to be in the highest vibration possible so that you can see the truth. And this is a pregnant Queen of Swords. When she comes out, she represents protecting the future, protecting your future, protecting the next generation, making sure that the next generation is healed and not going through the same crisis and the same situations you went through. These are present issues being resolved. I'm hearing that it was handled before it even started. You didn't know that, but it was handled before it even started. They want you to acknowledge that now. We have the Hangman. Again, perception, your view, your viewpoint. Do you see how there's a being coming out this cup victorious? It's the Hangman, but in comes this being coming out this cup victorious with their hand pointed towards the sky. Your star family and the divine overall is gifting you with a whole new, I feel like it's a whole new life, to be honest with you. It's like something you didn't think was possible is now all of a sudden possible. You just couldn't see it. I feel like they were psst, psst, hey, hey, and you just couldn't hear them. You couldn't understand what they were saying. They're like, look, we're trying to tell you that we got you. Trust this process. We're helping you manifest right now. But we just want you to get rid of some things that are doing you wrong. Get rid of some things that are blocking your energy. Eating better, taking care of yourself better. We're sending you these divine truths for a reason. Oh my God, look, we're here to support you. This is Celeste Simone's Celeste Rose Oracle. And look at that, support. I feel like they kind of have me, I mean, they don't see it as rambling on. I feel like it's a little bit of like it's kind of like saying the same things over and over, but I feel like that's because that's how repetitive that you need to hear it. A lot of times when I do that, that's what the intent is of spirit. They're like, this person really needs to get it. They really need to understand. Wow. Refinement. As I'm saying that, refinement, support, refinement. If you could just feel the level of like understanding, generosity, love, compassion that they have for you right now. 2 cards came out and list in the bottom of the deck. Transformation. What was I just saying about that death card? What was I just saying? This is more than a transformation. This is a metamorphosis. Butterflies in my readings are metamorphosis. Guidance. I told you, when you feel those needs to look to the stars, they're talking to you. They're really communicating. You just got to be open to hear and not restrict them to one form. They're giving you guidance on how to manifest this new renewal, how to get grounded right now. King of Pentacles, how to be grounded, how to be in this present moment and live it to its fullest. But in a very supported, expressive way, not restricted to just like, in other words, having the means to enjoy this life. Mentally, physically, and spiritually, having the means to enjoy this life. They trying to throw the whole deck at y'all. They're trying to throw the whole deck at y'all. We're not doing that. Spirit guides. Looking for signs. Philosophical. Oh my God. Supervision. This energy is crazy right now. Do you see look at how the like hands are on her face. Like she's channeling these energies and she's feeling it from the third eye center, which is the triangle in the front of the face. It goes from between the brows down here over and back up. The crystals in the background, they're literally sending you messages, symbols, signs that you can feel in your body. You get this feeling. It's more than just an urge to look up to the sky. It's like a feeling to move, to do things. Galactic vibration. Personal conviction. Wow. direct channel. Look at that. You are a direct channel. And this you watching this is them confirming to you. We understand what the current problem might have been, but what we're telling you is also right now in the present moment, there's a chance for deeper connection and fulfillment. And that's where we want your focus to be, because where your focus goes, the energy will flow. You will manifest from that. So we are giving you support, and we're trying to help you, get it refined so that that guidance can manifest for you quicker. It's not telling you to rush anything. They're just saying there's an opportunity to be far more ahead than where you might be right now. And again, the pregnant Queen of Swords represents that need to protect something that's birthing into existence, and that need to protect something that is very sacred within the self, that's going to have an expression on the outer. We have the Temple of Mary, emotional expression, playful innocence. Explore. Keep looking to the sky. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't. Keep believing in the energies that flow through you, that are all around you, because the power of presence, unlocking your potential and being an authority in it, is here. You are being guided. Aho. The transformation is taking place. Pile 2. Your message, I pray it made sense to you. Comment below, add whatever other takeaways or vibrations you felt as you were hearing the message. It can help somebody else in the collective. This was really powerful. I don't feel like they want me to ramble yours on too long. You may resonate with one of the other readings that ends up, coming out here. If so, check them out as well. Do what you feel guided to do. Okay, respect your energies. Peace, love, and light, beautiful soul. Okay, pile 3. It is your turn, my love. You chose the solar plex energy, and the pre-channeled vibration of this energy is centering yourself and allowing yourself to illuminate. Okay, let your light shine, pretty much. Fill your space up. Let the light within shine, and that happens more and more as you begin to center yourself. I'm going to tell you right now, pile 3, you may resonate with one of the other piles, but I'm going to leave that up to you to decide which one you feel moved to. Let's hop right on in to your message, my love. Your card is... oh, look at that. Learning to nurture. Zeta. Present energy. So this is a present vibration to master. It's going to help with the future. We have the number 9 here with that 8-1. So 81 and the number 9 is significant. You guys may feel close to these beings here. Particularly the Zetas who are more emotionally inclined, like they understand emotion and feelings, vibrations. They're not so techno, not so over the top logical. Wow, off the bat we get 8 of Wands. Barely got a good shuffle out. Bam, 8 of Wands. Pops right on now. Let's keep going. 4 of Cups. Yeah, you gotta let your light shine here. You might have become a little too comfortable with just being on the sidelines. A little too comfortable with just going under the radar. And we have the Lovers. Yeah, you guys have become a little too comfortable sometimes with being under the radar, or at least allowing your real potential to just kind of slip between the cracks without really giving attention and recognition to them that they deserve. You have a resilient energy within you. However, I do feel like a lot of times you're like, I really don't want to show all of that because I don't want to be put in a predicament where I have to be the powerful one. Some of you already are. You're in that predicament where people tend to go to you to be like super powerful. I feel like that Eight of Wands here, that Eight of Fire, it's letting you know that change is coming rapidly. You're not going to be able to ignore it for much longer with that Four Cups. You're not going to be able to put it off for much longer. How illuminated you truly are. Your next series of choices are really like setting you up for the next couple of years here. And choices can change like day and night. So they want you to really pay attention to what you're giving attention to. What are you actually putting care and affection into, be it a connection, be it a business, or some type of life choice, lifestyle. They really want you to evaluate this because there's a rapid change coming right now. They're really communicating a lot with you with this Eight of Wands. Some of you probably channel mystical beings already. You probably channel your starseed family already, and this is just confirmation of that. They've probably been telling you there's a massive shift that's coming, and we want you to move. When we say move, we don't want you to ignore it. We don't want you to overlook it. So spend the time you need right now to reflect on the choices that you've made up to this point, up to this present energy. Give care where care is needed, and then go ahead on and open them floodgates to move on to a new direction. Don't worry, we'll point it out, but it's up to you to make that conscious decision to move. We have Temperance. It's up to you to make that conscious decision to move. It's up to you to heal what's necessary so that you can fully activate. Because listen, you're about to turn the metamorphosis that you're going through right now. Your overall being, your mentality, like everything in you is activating. And some things get overlooked. Some decisions overlook the power in you that's starting to manifest here. There are certain decisions in life right now that need more balance, and they're saying, listen, we're not telling you to rush. We want you to be prepared. So right now, do what you can in moderation, but please understand that when things start taking off, they're going to take all the way off. And we don't want you to miss out on really strong opportunities because your eyes are closed, because you're not focused on the prize. Notice how the eye is focused on the prize here. That's what they want you to be, focused on the prize. They don't want you just sitting there going, nah, man, I tried and heard all of that before. I did and tried and this didn't work and that didn't work. They're like, we ain't got time for all of that. This is what we're telling you is going on right now. Focus on this present. Focus on your present actions. We have the Conqueror of Swords. I'm telling you, when the change comes, it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. But this is a very mission-driven change. This is like, I have a goal. I have an idea. I'm going to achieve it. It's already done. So let me put the right care into it. Let me put the right balance into it and make the right tools. If there's something I don't have, damn it, I'm going to make it from scratch. That's what this energy is. This is Knight of Swords vibration. And you know what it's giving me? It's giving me, he probably gonna side on me because I can't remember his name right now. I've been channeling a lot of crazy energy, so you're gonna have to forgive me, love. But it's one of the gods that has the wings on his helmet and the wings on his feet. That's who I'm channeling for y'all. So some of you here resonate with Greek deities. You might be of the Greek culture. You don't have to be, but you resonate with Greek deities. There's something about making, look, I heard I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Like Ray Charles, like, I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Somebody here, they're about to give you the opportunity. You gonna make it do what it do. They're going, all right, you know your mission, but you've been kind of like, again, I feel like somebody has the resilientness, but they sort of hide back a little bit because it's like, I really don't want a bunch of people to rely on me for too much. And they're like, it's not even about that. It's about learning what you need to so that you can be open to what we're giving you. And you're going to have to take care of what we're giving you. You're going to have to take care of what's coming towards you in life in general, right? You know? And in order to do that, you have to live in this present moment and live it to its fullest. There can't be no holding back who you really are anymore. And if you're in connections that make you feel like you have to do that, it's time to come out of them. And we got the King of Cups, the King of Mastery. I heard I'm hearing like song references right now, or like sayings from people, but they're so perfect, because I heard, this is the way they said it. It ain't that she's talking fast, it's just that you listening slow. Like the Lil Wayne verse. But in the original, he says, it ain't that I'm talking fast, it's just that you listening slow. Yeah, so it's like somebody here has to play catch up with these energies right now. It's like catch up. We've been trying to help you cleanse this out for a minute. We've been calling and calling and calling, paging your phone, sending you messages, hitting you up. This is them. They're not talking about, I mean, you could have a lover doing that. You could have some friends and family doing that, but they're talking about themselves right now. They're like, we've been trying to get you to purify and cleanse what you need to, because it's time for you to master these new abilities. So we need you to take care, learn to nurture, learn to be more loving, learn to be more caring to yourself and the energies around you, because we're calling, and we're not the only ones. I'm here. We're not the only ones calling. There's some cosmic energies here that are like, rise to this occasion, rise. And I'm hearing somebody again say, I'm gonna make it do what it do then. So someone here is confident. Somebody else needs to get confident. We got the Four of Swords. Okay, listen. I'm hearing rest while you can. Rest while you can, because when this takes off, it's taking all the way off. Remove any anxieties, remove any doubts. You might have been asking and praying and praying and praying for something to come true, for something to come into alignment, for signs. Help me with my choices, blah, blah, blah. They're like, okay, we got you. But are you listening? It ain't that she's talking fast. It's not that I'm delivering the message fast. You might just be listening a little slow. And they're like, we need you to catch up. Zetas are very blunt. Okay, they're very blunt. Lord, the guidance card. Wow. Using Celeste's Celeste Rose, well, Simone's Celeste Rose Oracle and guidance. Y'all might resonate with another group. You might resonate with both of the other readings for all I know, but pick the one that's calling you. We have thrive, guidance so that you can be in a position to thrive. Answer the call. The mission is here. The mission is in this present moment. You can't make this up. Y'all gonna resonate with another pile. We have rebel. Wow. I'm hearing rebel with a cause. That instead of it being rebel without a cause, it's rebel with a cause. You have a cause. You have a mission. You have something that you're destined to do. And by all means, they're going to help you do it. Someone here is going to start channeling these star beings more. But they might come to you in different ways. Some, they're going to sing you visions. Others, it's going to be those whispers, those like, you know what you should do? You should visit here. You should go to that. And then the moment you do it, it's like, yo, that paid off. Where did that voice come from, though? Your star family. Star family, a lot of you have star family. They're not going to look any different than you. Okay, they're going to look just like you. They're just humans from different, places that have reached a higher level of understanding. And for those of you who have beings communicating with you that may look different, pay attention to the vibration they give off, because the vibration will not lie, but you have to be open to seeing it. That's why they want you to start learning how to, I feel like it's not just nurture yourself health-wise and stuff. It's like your gifts and your talents, because you are a creator. You hold the power to create. I hope I'm holding all these cards in the camera right, because it's facing up towards the air, so I can't see it all the way. Ooh, we got warrior. That if that don't fit that knight, that conqueror energy of like, I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm ready. This my mission. I'm going for it. I'm a rebel with a cause. And they're like, yeah, we need you to master it though. You can't just be pulling out the blade and swinging it around all willy-nilly. So that's what that temperance is. We need you to get balanced in your temperaments towards stuff. We need you to do some things in moderation, but understand the Eight of Wands is telling you that when it takes off, it's taking all the way off. These messages are coming in swift. Somebody communicates with a being that talks really fast, because I feel like I want to talk faster and I'm trying to fight it a little bit. And we have higher perspective, and there's those wings again, and I'm seeing he's gonna be so mad. Like, I'm trying not to see the face that sometimes manifests from that deity right now, because he's gonna be looking at me like, how did you what you mean you channeling so much that you forgot my name? To be fair, I know you by middle name, many names, but it's not hard to figure this out. Greek god normally has wings on the helmet and wings on his feet, and he's really fast, and I totally believe that they based Flash off of him. Okay, I'm gonna put it out there. I said it. Somebody had to say it. I said it. All right, that's the energy here. At the bottom of the deck, we have ancestors. The support you have is massive. This is star family messages, and for some of you, it's not just like mentorship. It's actually star beings that you hold an ancestry to. You're connected to them in your bloodline. They're like, listen, we got it. We're gonna help you activate this. You're gonna activate this all the way. Okay, we have sacred space, positive outcome, clarity, lucky attraction, removing obstacles. Lord, if that don't fit everything I just said. They got me moving so fast, I haven't even called out all of the zodiac energies that I feel here. I kind of feel like they're like, it matters, but it doesn't. Like, it matters, but at the same time, the other stuff matters more. But hey, since we're speaking of elements, they're like, we got with this sacred space, the space energy, okay, the cosmos, and then here we have Tibetan fire serpent, seeking a higher truth, using your discernment, a better plan, and authority. Be an authority in what you do. Y'all know that's my saying. The t-shirts are coming. Be an authority in what you do. All right. All right. Language of light, rediscovery, humbled wanderer, and communication. Ooh, bottom of the deck. Y'all gonna resonate with another pile. Bottom of the deck, spirit guides. Listen, pile 3. Pile 3, you have a mission. You know that you do. You can name it whatever you want to. You can tie it into as many as you feel you need to. That is your prerogative. But listen very clearly. It's time to get serious about it. It's time to stop lollygagging around. They're here to support you. They're talking to you. They're communicating. They're helping to back that drive that you're feeling. For those of you that were feeling stagnation, that's because you need a moment of pause. You need a moment to collect yourself. You need a moment to master. And you still need to master these abilities. But it first starts with learning this basic step here, because it is actually quite basic when you sum it up. Okay? It is actually quite simple. But you got to start it with yourself. Move it into doing it a little bit here and there for others. Don't be holding back your power because you're afraid of others misusing it, because you're in charge of using your discernment, no one else. You can discern whether or not someone is worthy of that power that they're asking help from when it comes to you. Okay, if somebody's saying, hey, I think you're a genius, could you help me with XYZ? It's up to you to allow yourself to assist. It's up to you to say whether that person's genuine. And you know what? If you ended up helping somebody with something for a minute in the past, or, you know, they end up not being genuine, cut them loose, man. You ain't got to hold on to that. And you don't have to begrudge yourself because of it. It's like, all right, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Moving on. And I'm not going to be jaded and not help other people in the future just because of this asshole back over here. Somebody need to hear it that way. We have ultimate evolution. And look who came back. Look. I communicate with one myself. I'm telling you right now, somebody here, some of you is Palladium, but many of you, they're the guide that's helping you right now. This is their people. This is what's going on. These are the beings. And we have present into future. You reach the ultimate evolution. But this isn't coming in like how most people translate them, where there's this idea of like, oh, they just want to integrate with you and that's it, and they just want to mess with your DNA. No, they want to help you activate your own ancient DNA. You're a part there. It may not be them in particular that's a part of your ancestry, but they want to link you back to your ancestry that's not only here within Earth, but it's also within the sky, within space. They want to help you to connect to the multidimensional being that you are, and all of the beings and elements that assist with that, because it's going to help you with your mission. We have cosmic midwife. I'm done. Cosmic midwife. And on that note, darling, one more card wants to come out, but quite frankly, I feel like we can stop there. Like, cosmic midwife though, think about what that means. Y'all know what a midwife is? Like, the people who help usher in new life. If you ever wondered what your job parallels as, there you are. And didn't I just say, Pleiadians? Devotion to service. Listen, you better illuminate. You better get your ish together. Stop playing with these energies. Stop playing. They're here for you. All right. Peace, love, and light, Pal 3.
Check out Simone.
Comment below your takeaways. It may help another.
Get your copy of Love Confession Cyber Edition. Link in bio.